do 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 do. Now that song's gonna be stuck in my head. What's good, y'all? How's everybody doing? Yeah, this just came out of nowhere. But I was thinking of a different song, not the Stevie Wonder one, but like now, oh man, it's gonna be stuck in there. What's good, y'all? How's everybody doing? Welcome to another edition of A Better Man. It's good to see y'all again. We've been, damn, what, about a month or something like that? It's been a minute. Oh man, what's good, y'all? How y'all guys doing? Hopefully y'all doing good this nice summer. We got a couple of more 90 degrees coming later on this week. So if you think you out of it, and some more thunderstorms. So and if for some reason these storms are ridiculously, yeah, it's like crazy, 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 man. So be careful out there. Keep your heads up. Watch about what's going on. You want to make sure, if your block, floods or whatever situation may be, you gotta be prepared. Hey, you gotta leave work a little early. Get up out there. It is what it is, man. Don't get caught out there looking crazy and shit, man. At all. Oh shit, wrong one. Sorry. Nah, I'm on the IG page, but I'm on the wrong page to go on the IG page. So I hit that and I went on somebody else's live. Crazy. Crazy. All right, y'all. What's good? Welcome to A Better Man. This is True Vibe TV's all male panel. Again, we do not women bash, but this is an outlet for men. Betterment. We're not here to do crazy nonsense like that. But again, women, you ladies have enough platforms. I am one of your hosts, Truth. Shout out to BR and Jazz. Take your times, fellas. Family first always. How it always supposed to be. But across the table for me, my partner in crime, Mr. Jeff Shears, a.k.a. Mr. Socks. How are you, sir?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Your mic is on? Oh,
Blue, you got me?
I didn't plus the thing on. That goes there. There you go.
I've been muted.
Yeah, man. It's been a month. Gosh.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, I'm good, dude. I'm recovering from yesterday. Chill, relax.
And shout out to the RNG podcast.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that 1 year anniversary. We hung out with them yesterday at the Hackensack Brewery
Yeah.
for their brew owl. Shout out to that margarita that margarita beer Slurpee.
Yeah, that was hitting. I know they went through a bunch of batches with that, and that blue one, whatever the hell that was, that was pretty good too.
Woo!
That blue one was good to finish off.
But that 1 year, they say she was staggering off of that shit. Boy.
Yeah, yo, they potent. That's it. Alcohol and sugar, which alcohol turns back into sugar. All that shit just sitting on your ass at 70%. You just sitting there like, you in the middle of the sun. Come on, bro. Come on.
So shout out to them. Shout out to the crowd. Shout out to participation. I forgot the dude's name who was there with the young lady.
Tommy.
All right, shout out to him, man.
Yeah,
shout out to the other
Tom,
ladies
man.
coming
Shout
through.
to Tom.
Cuzzo came through again. Shout out to everybody that came out, show love.
Yeah, man.
Once again, thank you to the Hackensack Brewery for opening their doors. Oh, man. So it was a great time. I'll be posting those photos probably before the end of the week, probably like Wednesday or something like that.
That's what's up, man.
So we'll do that. And shout out to, DJ Rev?
DJ Rev, and that wasn't Mel. That wasn't
Hobbs.
Mel. Oh, my God, I forgot his name. Gino.
Gene, all right. Yeah.
Gino,
Shout out to. It came through and actually, because the RNG podcast, their signature song is done by these two wonderful artists.
Yeah, For the Love.
For the
is what
love,
did,
and they were
yeah.
nice enough to come through and perform it as as the intro of the
That
show.
was what's up. Yeah.
And then they wound up performing their newest single also. Was it The Grind or something?
Yeah.
So shout out to them. Thanks again for coming through, showing love. It was so good. My man brought his wife back. He must have really. Yeah,
he did. It's a chill spot, dude.
Real
That's what I'm
nice
saying.
spot.
Come on, like you get older, you ain't looking for the ratchetness. The music was good. They mixing. He got the mixes over there, so everybody's vibing out except for the old white man that asked us to play rock and roll at the end of the day.
Yeah,
and we did accommodate for that guy.
We
did, but
he was happy
that's
as
it.
shit though. He
Yeah.
was like, "Thank you," you know what I mean? Want to hear a little something different, you know.
Yeah. I don't need this jigaboo music. Please. I'll drink my beer. That's it.
But
No.
like I said, it's a great atmosphere, good crowd, mixture, white,
Yeah.
black, Spanish, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, Indian. Everybody's there to have a great time.
Yeah.
Again, this isn't your Bud Light price beers. You know, beers start at like $10.
Handcrafted beers. bro.
Handcrafted beers, micro
It's
beer.
a brewery. Yep.
It's
All
done
that
there.
stuff.
All that's there.
Yep.
So you ever want to go out, go to 78 Johnson Ave in Hackensack and have a good time, man.
Yeah.
Definitely have a good time.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw the Cadillac converted thing today at work.
Oh,
Don Cheeto in there.
the Don Cheeto joint.
Yeah.
How'd you like it?
I liked it, man. I liked it.
I told
I just didn't understand the last part.
with Matt Damon.
Was good.
What's up?
Not the Matt Day. I kind of figured he was gonna get his once the guy was like, this
Hey,
dude about to
all
get
that
his
shit
money
came right back to him, plus interest.
interest.
He's sitting there like, well,
Like,
you
yeah.
miscounting it. I'm like,
Well, I didn't think the girl was gonna kind of trying to like do that to him, but I mean, you didn't see coming.
That I didn't see coming, but I figured she would because the dude Frank knew she was sleeping with him, the
So
husband.
He had an idea. 'Cause
He had
they-
the idea,
and
right.
They both denied it, which
Right.
was the funniest
And
shit in
then
the
once
world.
he beat her up and went back home, and she was going to kill him, it was like sort of like it was they kind of planned to kill him. You know what I'm saying? Later, and it was like
Yeah, they
because
just
because remember the black guy was like, I know why Frank wants you dead. I don't know why the life for me if he want me. Remember nobody wanted to work with him. If Frank's in, and I'm out. You know what I mean? So it was that was the understanding because everybody knew he was a double crosser because he double crossed the black guy like twice when he was at the table, and that's why he had the other guy set him and shoot him.
that was I love that little whole
Yep.
thing and Matt
Yep.
coming in at the end. You know what I mean? The dude's just a phenomenal actor, yo.
Yo,
You gotta take your hat off to Matt Damon, yo. Just
that's a good one because you got damn near everybody plus the people from Ocean's 11.
Yep.
And George Clooney was supposed to be in it, and I was like, I could see him playing. One of the roles or something like that.
Right.
They couldn't get everybody because of they
COVID.
did
got
it
filmed
in
around time
COVID, yeah.
Right.
And so it was like it was just filmed last year. It came out this year. It's really good. It's really good when you sit down and think about it, and then how it was going, and then why the black dude lets him go.
Well, see, that's the thing that he said, like, because he supposedly gave the $50,000 to the guy.
So remember that other white dude who sat down?
He took the money from the white dude, but not from the black guy.
He took the black guy took the money from him. The white dude who sat downstairs
Right.
with him.
Right.
That was the other guy. So that was part of the plan. When Don Cheeto set the whole thing up, he was like, you can get that money plus the money upstairs. With the white dude was there, remember? And he was like, you can have my half of the
just give me
of
my
that.
$5,000. Yeah.
He said, I want 5 and I just want to be alive and I'm going to Kansas City. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, but
That
when
was his
Duke
whole
was
thing.
breaking, when Dukes was breaking the money down, he
He
didn't
didn't-
have the money. So why was he
didn't-
breaking it down?
He did. He had the money from the white guy downstairs, and he said, "I left the money upstairs because that money comes with strings attached or something like that." So meaning,
Too expensive. He's like,
yeah, it was too expensive. Yeah, so meaning Matt Damon would have had the cops again, now looking for them, who he already just bribed off, because that was part of that. You get what I'm saying? The extra money.
Well,
that
no, see,
he's
that's what I'm saying. Like, he walked down, Dukes walked down with the money he took from the guy in the lobby.
Yeah,
The $50,000. No, sorry, the $100,000.
it was more.
It was
They got-
100. No, hold on.
They
He
got
asked
that
him
guy downstairs
for
to
90 some. Okay, I get it now.
and then he told them it was a certain amount.
right,
So
he
they had
gave
already
him
split
50,
their
and
piece.
then he kept the 40 something. So now it makes
Yep.
sense. All
He
right,
gave
all right.
him that to say, yo, you already dirty. Just walk away and we gonna kill him our own
Yeah,
style.
the dude and his wife though had
Alright.
dying, yo.
Yeah, that was
His
crazy.
wife was calm as hell, yo.
That was crazy.
Bird feeder shit. That scene got me
But the funny part is, it was like so. It started with him getting the whiff of it, him having the other guy set it up because he didn't want to go through with it, and so you know what I mean. And it was like, oh,
I knew
everything just
something was
trickled.
up when dude came back in the house with his mask off. That's
Yeah.
right after the wife
Oh,
was
yeah, you
saying,
was done.
we're good because they're covering their face.
Yeah.
Dude came back in with his face uncovered. He's like, we need all
he
y'all
knew
in
it.
the same room.
Yep, and he knew it. And
He
it
knew.
was like, yo, something's up.
Pop
What's
that
up?
nigga in the head quick.
Yeah. We ain't making it back.
Nah.
And the other dude was like, kill him and we give you this or that. He was like, that ain't going to work either.
Take everybody cut.
Yep.
Yeah, you going to kill me as soon as I get there.
Exactly.
Oh, man. Shout out to them, man. But I didn't know that was based on a true story, though.
Yeah.
So now I want to do some research on that whole Cadillac converted thing.
Yo, and
15 years later, and shit.
the way the dude got the money all back at the end.
Every fucking penny
Every
plus.
piece of it. I was like, yo.
He got back his $375 plus another,
Yep.
375 plus the 50. And he got back 4, so another 20 or 30 something.
And it was so
So he got back another, like, damn near another $100,000.
and it was so crazy because the cop who was working for him
Didn't want to take nothing.
didn't even take nothing, but he just got hit with a bottle of liquor. It was $88.
$88.
Yo!
Back then that was good money though.
No, dude, you had to. You could have brought the block
I
back
just
then.
let
What
you
they
know,
had.
like, I guess how powerful that dude
Dude
was.
was,
You
and-
know what I mean?
And but see, that goes to Bill Duke's character's testament. He was like, nah,
Too expensive.
if I go with after that, yep. He said, that's when they're going to come and kill me. He said, I'll take this. That white dude was cool and
Yeah.
went away. You know what I mean? Everybody got their life.
Like, ran to that car.
Right. He said, how much you want? He was like, yo, just give me my $5. I mean, that's it.
$5,000, nigga,
And
I'm going.
he was like, have fun in Kansas. He was like, that's it.
That
Yeah,
was
that's
a good
it,
movie.
man.
Yeah. What was it? No.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. I can't forget it. No gets. Now we got to search for it. Yeah.
Yeah, right here.
That was a
100%.
good one, dude. That's all I'm saying.
Give you the name in a few seconds. Hold on. Let me go here.
If you like those little mystery,
twist in between. No sudden move.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
make sure y'all check that out. It was definitely
Yeah.
a good one.
And it was like everybody was living a double life. Homie's wife, I think, was sleeping with the other wife because she was like, "Oh, we could get away," and she was like,
yeah,
good luck with that."
one.
Yeah.
But the way she was looking,
was
I'm
like-
like, she's a little. I'm
That's
like,
what.
okay.
See, and then he was sleeping with that one, and she ended up
Yeah.
leaving him. I'm like, yo, it's
Oh,
like
God.
everybody was living a double life, homie.
Definitely a
Everybody.
good one. Make sure y'all check that one out.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, Charles, what we do here, we always start off the show giving y'all information on the plug. What kind of financial or COVID-related evictions information you got for us today?
Nothing much. We got the ERAP program, the Emergency Rental Assistance Program. All the counties have one now.
Okay, that's nice.
People go to apply for it. It's on the New Jersey state website. I'm talking for the people in New Jersey. I believe New York has their own. I don't know what they're calling it. It's probably something ERAP too. They should be paying up to, again, it's stuff that we reiterated probably a month ago now. Up to 12 months back payment with PSE&G if you're eligible. It doesn't matter. Anybody can apply for it. If you're on Section 8, you can apply for it. If you're receiving some other type of assistance, they'll specify what you can, but a lot of people can apply for it, just the basic terms to see if they were eligible for it. If you get money, if you lost your job, if you all this stuff, that's it. Make sure you have the information needed. Everything can be done through the computer. Go out and get the help if you can, if you need it. Slowly but surely, the state of New Jersey will be overturning the memoriams. Like he's been extending them 1 month at a time. He meaning the governor.
Extending what? Well, it's
The
election time.
moratoriums, and that you hit it on the nose. You hit it on the nose. We just did the primary elections. Who we want for Democrat, who we want for Republican, to go up, and now, we probably won't hear a solid thing until November, around November, probably after the election day. So if he gets it or not, everything will be set in stone. But everything is slowly coming to a crossroads. Everything is coming down. Don't sit here and wait. Don't forget the school loans is up in September. I don't think
money
Biden.
rate.
Yeah, I don't think Biden put anything back. So you got to pay all that stuff back, kids. Start paying it back at least. We don't know about people getting kicked out. It looks like it may be a detrimental Christmas. Christmas may be canceled, as I always say for a lot of you. Literally this time. You may have nowhere to go. and nothing to do. A lot of landlord on the sad part of the program, I say always apply for the program. On the reality side of the game, I hear from certain landlords, and this is just for nothing where I work at, they're not accepting it.
They don't want no parts of it no more. You got a lot of landlords, and it's sad thing is there are a lot of people out there who just going through a certain situation, but the people behind you, and there was that one everyone knows about, that famous one on Facebook where they trashed that man apartment so bad,
Yeah,
and the man was in tears.
They completely destroyed. They dismantled his shit. He had the cupboard boards broken. Why are you breaking cupboard? You ain't got. You could slam them and they ain't being broken like how they were broken. Like, and that was just one. That was just one thing. There are a lot of I'll call them mom and pop. So non-corporation landlords. There are a lot of non-corporation landlords, meaning I'm not an LLC. Even a small person can be an LLC, but they're not an LLC, and if they don't own a bunch of units. They may have one, maybe up to 3, multiple family unit houses or something like that. And if you get bad tenants, it puts a bad taste in your mouth, to be truthful.
You might have to chase your money down. And that was the greatest thing about, like, where a lot of landlords were really targeting the assistance crew because
Right.
you get your money. But,
Right.
What happens is with that situation, they'll break something that you fixed 12 times, and because you didn't fix it, the assistance crew coming out is not fixed, you don't get paid. Your house still turns into shit, roaches, rats, all kinds of other shit. Your shit was looking beautiful. So now what's going to happen is, they're going to be pushing people to them, them high crime areas
Right.
now.
Oh, yeah, that's slowly happening already. People are buying a property just for a nationwide. People are already buying a property. Property for the rich is still at a good price, especially in areas that are scheduled to be gentrified, if I want to say. If you could hold some property right now, like in Patterson, you're sitting on a 20-year gold mine. A 20-year gold mine.
Oh, yeah. I
20
already told people Hackensack is going to be the new Manhattan.
It's already happening before our
Oh,
eyes,
my
bro.
gosh. Because, put it like this, most of the people in Manhattan was paying about $2,500 for a closet.
They're already paying that. Yep.
Now you come over here, get you a luxury apartment.
You mean I got
and
2 bedrooms?
2 bedrooms, and still I can save $300-$400? Sign me up.
And the bus is right in front of my joint, and I can just ride the bus straight. All I gotta do is walk outside. I'm still in slippers.
Whether you want to go to Port Authority or George Washington Bridge Terminal, you can get it from Hackensack.
All I'm saying is, if you smart and you got the funds at this time or access to the credit to get it, you could be holding holding in the future, possibly in near future. Don't get it twisted. They are slowly redoing these things, and but it's rapid at certain points. If we didn't have COVID last year, a lot of these buildings would be full because a lot of people left the tri-state area because you could work from home. Now imagine me working in those good paying jobs in the city. I'm gonna go to Florida. I ain't got no state income tax.
And still get paid when I'm getting paid.
And still get paid.
Living like a emperor down there.
Exactly. Now imagine doing that for this. Here. This is where they wanted them to be targeted to come. It'll change. We'll see it in about 3 years. You know what I'm saying? People will migrate back. Things will go back to some sort of normal. You know what I mean? And they're getting there because they want this economy to rebuild itself.
Well, what you have to understand is there's only one tri-state. And, tri-state is one of the very, very few places.
Well, correction. There are other tri-states because it's known because it's just a tribe.
Right.
There's one famous
right. So,
tri-state that's known. Yeah.
My thing is in the especially tri-state, New York, certain parts of Jersey.
Right.
But you can literally go out your house 3:00 in the morning, get you a filet mignon, like shit run. Like there's still a lot of places out here in Jersey that shut down at like 5, 6 o'clock.
Right.
They close right now.
Right.
New York City, whatever, don't sleep. Bars and shit shut down around 1, 2 o'clock, whatever. You prep in Jersey, then shoot over to the bridge and finish your party, and that club lets out at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning.
People going to work and you leaving.
You leaving the club and shit.
Yeah.
Tipsy as hell.
Yeah.
So it's just different up here. It's a different monster. You have to be ready for that slow pace. And a lot of times people can take it for a little bit, but then like, yo, I can't. I really can't. Because people talk about that Florida stuff all the time. You know, like say, if you don't have one of those good paying jobs, because Florida jobs is paying less than like minimum wage up down there.
You got to have decent money down there.
Woo.
You got to have transportation. New York City is the only place where you don't never need to get a license.
Ever.
You don't never need to get a license. You got a state ID. That's it.
That's it.
You don't never need to get a license.
Like when I went and did that party, yo, we literally drove around for like 40 minutes looking for park. I'm like, yo,
I can believe it.
Just let me here.
I can
I'll
believe
run
it.
Equipment upstairs.
Yep.
Just go ahead.
Let me double park fast.
Like,
bring this up. I'll be back in 30 minutes.
And everybody that showed up Ubered. They was like, it's like you ain't gonna find a park.
Again, another convenience of it. You know, when you go down south or when you go down west, you need about 2 vehicles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, yo, things are slowly it's farther apart.
20 miles away.
You people will come back. The economy will build. I don't know who will remain in the lower class of the economy.
I mean, I think everybody will be kind of like taking a step up, especially around time now where, you know, it's similar to what happened in around the time Louisiana Katrina.
Yeah.
I remember I went there right after it hit because my mother wanted to be buried there, so we went there, and every place you saw, Home Depot, Rallies, all the places down there were giving like, you know, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 bonuses. And up in the pay rate to get people to come back to actually work because you have these franchises here and they don't have any workers, and that's the worst thing to ever have.
Well, that's what we're dealing with now.
And that's
nationwide at this point. That's nationwide at this point, but that's what we're dealing with now.
And you don't think that extra 300 is going past September. They're going to force you out. It's not happening. So you good because they already said September, and I guarantee you they mad that they said it. They was like, damn it, we thought we thought, you know.
Yeah.
But now, like, you got to September, you're going to get the unemployment, you'll get the extra.
There is a Popeyes right on not on Essex Street. Is it Essex Street? I think it's Essex Street by the hospital that hasn't opened yet. And I see the sign out there hiring people for $13.25 an hour. And I'm like, I don't know. I said, because this area, people are still getting unemployment. People still getting this. Well, I'm going to go bust my butt. Now, it's been about 2 months since they already put the fryers in. Now, they already did the outside painting, the Louisiana style looking. The Popeyes is lit up. All they got to do is put the oil in and fry. You know what I'm saying? Put the chicken in. Let's go. Like, I don't know if it's slowing up because they need people, which I can see.
Might be a permit situation, too, where maybe City Hall is backed up. But like it's like you said, for a lot of people, that extra 3 is making the day for a lot of people. So if I'm getting, like, for us, like if we ever hit the unemployment, we'll get the max.
Yeah.
I think that's like a G or something like that. You get the max, so you're getting the max plus you're getting the extra 300.
Yeah.
Why would you go back?
So yeah, you're right, and a lot of people will qualify for it. They were just taking people. It's extremely hard, and then remember, you didn't have to pay rent. So, because you couldn't get kicked out. Nope. You know, I'll take you to court for kicking me out. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, what you want? You know, it's a lot of trickery at this time.
What's good, Crystal? Thanks for tuning in.
It's a lot of confusion over here in New Jersey, especially in northern Jersey.
Right.
But like I said, everything is slowly funneling. Everything is slowly coming to a crossroads. It's coming to a head, and it's gonna bust.
I would say in September. Like I think you're right with the whole December thing, but I think it'll be pushed a little further because for some reason they're gonna make the sales for Christmas, even if they have to drop the prices.
I'm not worried. Oh, no,
there's a lot of factories that have backed up product that they're gonna be.
I'm not worried about that part of it. I'm like, why you ordering on Amazon when you know your landlord didn't like you and wouldn't accept the program? And then all of a sudden he waiting for November 15th so he can kick your ass out.
all those packages piling up. I mean, here's the thing. If you thought, to me, for what I believe, if you believe Amazon had a phenomenal year, which they did last year for Christmas because of the whole COVID thing, this year will be even better, bigger.
They about to double up. Don't you worry about it.
It's going to be even bigger. Because, again, the fact you said where they're trying to, offer you all the money in the world to go come back, and there's a couple of Amazon sites that are offering double time until the end of July. Listen to that again. Now, people are already making about $19 to $20 an hour, even though it's only part-time. It is what it is. But they're paying them double time right now to make sure they get those packages out. But look at that concept of thinking from a business standpoint.
Right.
I'm going to overpay you. I'm going to cut into my profit a little bit, and I mean a little bit.
Yeah, not even a sliver.
Not even a sliver. But I'm going to cut into my profit to double you up to make sure you come to work so I can keep getting these packages out, because you have to remember, everything is algorithm. And they see that volume.
Yep.
Up and up and up and up and up and up.
Yep.
Now, mind you, with them, they have same day, they have next day. Especially if they're warehouse. And if you ever buy anything from Amazon, it's like 2 or 3 days. It's a company that they deal with.
Right.
But anything that they have in that warehouse, they're going to make sure you get it the next day. Or the same day if you order it by a certain time.
Look, like I said, the companies and the economy, that's going to be booming. It's just really going to put a damper on everything else when the housing economy, the housing part of it takes a hit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm still looking at these landlords that's like, yo, I'll take my tax break, I'll kick out Johnny and them, and I'll sell it to the, whoever the hell it is. I'm just talking about mom and pops. You know what I mean?
Right.
So when you look at certain places like where we live at, and put up a new building, put up a new apartment building where you can get $25, $3,000 tenants. You know what I'm saying? It's a big difference here. And that's the only really thing that gets to me or scares. Because I'm like, y'all should have a year's worth of savings somewhere. Theoretically, I'm like, I hope you're jumping on a house when the shit comes down. I hope you're ready to, like, I'm jumping on a house or something.
What you see now is you see all those. I'm still seeing brand new temp tags all over the place.
Yeah,
and I'm happy for people, but my thing is, you shouldn't be rolling up to the projects with an $80,000-$90,000 vehicle. I'm sorry. I mean, I'd rather have the house before the vehicle.
Hands down, man.
Or if you work the system that fits that area, like.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. People want to be flashy. It was given a time where they could. Then, I don't know.
I know a dude bought a nice car working like way before COVID. Bought a nice car, living in like one of the worst areas in Newark.
Yeah.
And wonder why his car kept getting broken into every other night.
Yo, you got the only thing on the block worth stealing. Yo.
Come on, man.
I don't know. People pay attention. Do your due diligence. There are going to be a lot of ways for us, like I've always said to BR, it's going to be a lot of ways for the other people to capture off of this. Whether they do a mass cleaning, meaning evictions are coming. I understand some of the landlords. I don't know if I finished my point.
Forever purge.
Yeah. I don't know if a lot of landlords are afraid. Not all people, not all. A lot of landlords are afraid. Some. Let me say something. Some landlords are afraid of being stuck with crappy tenants, the ones that you preached about. So if I took this back money, can I get rid of the people still? You get what I'm saying? If you ain't paid in the last year and a half, how you gonna pay the next year and a half? You know what I mean? I said, especially when you lost a $30 an hour job, and now you got to go to a $15 an hour job. If you could find a $15 an hour job, good luck. Yeah, good. That's all. The math just never adds up to me in my head. And they're gonna be some that scapegoat or get blessed.
Jobs.
Yeah, or they get blessed enough to do it, but then there's gonna be a lot of some that that get hit by the wayside. So which are you? So that's why I said it's going to be a big mass of something, something disgusting. I hope it doesn't happen, but it's coming. I can smell it. It's going to happen.
Poor guys.
Yeah, and it's going to be the fall. So that's why I said it's going to hit us.
This is a great time to do some online classes too, man. That shit really peaked up again. Get some kind of certificate, some kind of degree. I don't care if you go back to learn how to cut hair. Deuce is coming out the house again.
Yeah. Yo, something with computers, like I said, something electronic, something this. Cars are more electronic. They can't even put a lot of these new cars out on the road because they're missing all the conductors and all that stuff. Learn how to fix those pieces. You good, man.
What's good, Darlene? Thanks for tuning in. See you up there.
It's going to be wild, man. It's going to be wild.
Definitely.
I pray. But be smart about it, people. Be smart.
Definitely, keep your head up. Try to save something I don't care. Put something to the side.
Please save some of that stimulus. Well, it's too late now. But please save.
The only break you got coming up in the next couple of weeks is PSE&G because, once winter hit, they're not allowed to turn your power off.
Yeah.
But it makes no sense if you're not going to be in the house. Just putting it out there.
Are you Mr. Johnson? Nah, that was the other guy. He left. He gone. Okay. Cut us off.
Keep tagging his. I ain't got paid for the winter season.
Exactly.
I start fresh in the summer.
Damn, man.
What else you got for us?
That's about it at the moment.
That's about it?
That's about it. Yeah, everything else to be say, we wrap it up in a nutshell.
Right.
Just keep an eye out for things, people.
Facts.
The world is changing.
All right, so I just wanted to piggyback off of the, again, shout out to the RNG Podcast event that happened yesterday. And part of the discussion was first dates and who should pay. And, there are a lot of women out there who want to be taken care of and stuff. So I'm like, is there any place, state, where guys get taken care of? So, of course, I had to do some research. So, for you gentlemen out there that want to sit home, kick your feet up, may not want to work, you may just want to shop, take your girl's credit card and max it out. You know how it is. So, hey, women can do it, we can do it too. But I'm not that type of person, but for those guys, if you're looking for an area where it's kind of where women really run as far as the bills are paid,
okay,
these are the states you should target. So start packing your bags now while I get this ready. You know what I mean? You can ship yourself out there. So this comes from, let me see, DOXO.com.
Okay.
All right. So this is Battle of the Sexes. Who pays more? Who is more likely to pay the household bills? All right. So, fellas, if you're a guy that you want your wife or mate or whatever, even ladies, hey, we're fluent here. If you want your mate to pay the majority of bills and it's a female, these are the top 5 states that has the highest average percentage of women paying bills. Vermont, 78% of the women in Vermont are leading the household in paying the bills. South Dakota.
Vermont is highly white.
I
just had to throw that in there.
White boys don't play. Bitch, you better get out there and get some money.
Okay.
I guess the white boys out there ain't playing. South Dakota, 73% of the women in South Dakota are paying the majority of bills in the household. I would have never thought that.
These aren't like single family households, right?
No, these are
like you know what I mean, like
yeah, couples up. Well, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Coming in next is Indiana. 68% of the women in Indiana are paying the majority of the bills in the household. All right. Next up is Alaska coming in at 67%.
Hmm.
Tied for last is New Mexico, which I thought was shocking.
New Mexico?
New Mexico, right?
Why?
Because it's a lot of the Mexican dudes. They like to work. They go out there, but they usually leave the women home all pregnant up and barefooted, while they go out there do their thing. But the fact that 67% of the women in New Mexico pay the majority of the household bills.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. And no, I'm not being chauvinistic or nothing else because I know the whole thing in here. I'm like, what's the catch on this? What's the catch on
But
this?
I mean, that's the thing. Like, and because I've thought about it, because like that conversation from yesterday, where you have some women that just want to be taken care of, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's how you are, and there are a lot of guys out here. Depending on how you look, you might have a more than other. You might have less than other, but there are guys out there that don't mind it. It ain't my pocket, so I don't care.
Yeah.
So, there are guys out there that don't have an issue with it. They don't have a problem with it. They're cool with it.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to say, hey, is there any places where guys can do the same thing? So, fellas, if you want to kick your feet up, get your pedicure or get your line up every other day, you want to make sure you got that PS5. I don't know what the new Xbox is called.
That's not bad. I mean, I don't know. Look, it sounds crazy because I'm sitting there like, okay, wait, maybe the dudes are, illegal or taxed or some shit. I'm sitting there like, wait, what? I don't know.
Hey, if I could go there and speak some, some broken Spanish or something, and be like, I need to stay home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Italy. Just defeated who they just defeated Europe.
Oh, soccer?
Yeah, I know my boss is pissed. He's from Europe. I mean, England. They beat England, yeah.
Hey, man.
So again, fellas, if that's something you're looking for. Again, you would want to target Vermont, South Dakota, Indiana, Alaska, and New Mexico.
I can see Vermont. There's a lot of people over there making big money and a lot of old money. Just sitting there. You know what I mean? I can see you like getting, the lady, her family built slavery or something. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a lot of fools over there with old money and big houses and stuff like that. I can see, them bringing in a healthy amount. And, yeah. Yeah, New Mexico, it kind of surprised me. Just the demographics.
Right.
But there's some rich people out there, too. Man, then I'm just trying to say,
there's definitely some money out there.
There's a lot.
Women have stepped their game up. There are a lot of women out there that are making, as much as men, if not more than men. And, they're not unfortunate, but, there are a lot of women out there that can balance a checkbook better than guys. Then there's some out there who can't. But, women have, always had that kind of structure-ish going on. I mean, there's a twos and fews that don't know how to, but the majority of women,
that's wild.
They've always been good with balancing, checkbooks and, things of that notion. So,
yeah, that's wild. Okay. I can see that.
All right, so this last one, and we're going to get out of here. First dates. I got to ask again because, of course, I did my research. How do you feel?
Them girls really hit a nerve yesterday.
I wasn't that because it was just like for some reason, women just, a lot of women just feel kind of obligated that this is something that just has to happen. So, I don't want to just come out there and, my opinion, I got to go do some research and come up with actual facts.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you feel about the whole first date? Is the man obligated to pay? Should he pay? What do you feel about that?
All right, so it's an old stereotypical thing. It goes with the tropes of a woman's role, of a man's role. That's hands down, and we all have been taught that because we all people over 30. You know what I mean? And everybody, I don't care, white, black, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That was just the rules of America and the world around the civilized Western world, I should say, civilized Western world. Me personally, I've stuck to I'll pay if we go out. Generally, I've been the one to ask. My belief inside is it's who asks.
Okay.
If a girl asks me, I'd expect she got it. You get what I'm saying? But when it comes time, just for me being, I don't know, a proper gentleman or whatever, just how I was raised, I'll pay. You get what I'm saying? Especially if I enjoyed myself. Whatever, I have no problem splitting in your favor, like you always love, or paying. Yeah, I had no problem, and I've only had that one type of treatment with a non-American woman. That's it. Yeah, not American, because the rest of them, they were born here, but they were Latin, but they were born
Here.
They were born here. She wasn't born here. She came in later. But yes, but you get what I'm saying. But it was still, I ended up paying. It was like, y'all don't worry about it. But we were fighting, playfully fighting. You know, but on some real shit. She throwing money. I'm throwing money. I'm like, I like this. You know, I was like, oh my God, I'm aroused
At the table, passing out.
Yeah, I'm sitting there like, oh Lord, baby. You know what I mean? And it's like I've never had that with any other person. But like I said, it's a Western civilization thing. Now, if you get the woke kids, they'll agree with you. They'll agree with you. That's it. That's it.
All right, so this comes from, I'm going to jack the name up, so I'm going to spell it. So it's QUORA.com. And,
Quora?
Quora?
Yeah, Quora. I think Quora. Something.
All right, so do you, before I read what they say, do you feel women truly want equality, or are they just saying that? How do you feel about that?
It's that old term that I've used all the time. Everybody, boys and girls, I don't care. Whatever you are, transgender, whatever you want to be, everybody wants their cake and eat it too. They want the equality at times, but then they want the treatment at others.
And that's why I asked you first, because here's the quote.
Yeah.
Why does it seem like some women, I like how they put some, they won't put it
They
all.
know. You can't blame
I'm
them.
going to change that word. They say some, but I'm going to change it to the majority. Women want equality in everything but dating and romance.
Right.
It seems like men are doing the axing and the paying.
Yeah. They want to be pampered. That's totally right on my alley. Yep.
So this is one of the people who chimed in with a story. And this is a story of what they experienced. And I'm just going to talk about this particular one.
Okay.
Because this one really stood out to me, because you have a lot of people who say, at least she offered. You know, so I know that the possibility is there instead of just letting them go ahead and do it.
Right.
All right. So I'm going to paraphrase. I'm telling you right now. All right. So he goes on to say, I dated a woman a while back who on an earlier date asked to split the bill. I said, how about you get the next one?
Was it the first date?
Right. They went on a date.
It was the first date, he's saying. Or
Right.
did you say he went on a
Well,
date?
he didn't say first or not first. I won't put words in his mouth.
Okay.
But
All
he
right,
said,
all right, all right.
he date one of the earlier dates. So I guess it was the
Okay.
might have been the first one, and she had asked him, did he want to split the bill? And I guess because that's something he's never heard before, he was already like, oh shit, I might got a good one right here.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he's like, nah, you just pay the next one.
Okay. So he offered. I'm with you.
Right.
All right.
He said, hey, I'll take this one. You take the next one. Sounds fair, right?
I'd say something like that. Sure.
Yeah, sounds fair. But it gets better. Okay, so he goes to say, how about you get the next one? Which she liked because you get the next one. What she liked, I messed up part here, because which she liked because it was a good way of telling her I wanted another one. So it was his way of her
Right.
saying that I enjoyed myself.
I want a date too.
I
Yep.
want a date too, or whatever. So, here it goes. She picked a fancy, expensive restaurant. When the bill came, I didn't touch it. She said, I guess you really want me to pay this time. Let me read that. I'm, I'm going to read that again. So, she picked a fancy, expensive restaurant. When the bill came, I didn't touch it. She said, I guess you really want me to pay this time. Didn't you just agree to it? You agreed to pay.
No, dude. She thought it was flirting. So,
I feel like we'll go down.
oh yeah,
I
go ahead.
replied,
Go ahead.
that was our agreement, right? With a question mark. After a very disgruntled sigh, she told me she didn't expect to pay on our date. I told her there would be no more. That chick is all right, I'm gonna put her actual profession because y'all might know her. So this chick is a doctor
Gotcha. She makes
for
good money.
cancer patients.
She makes good money, hands down.
She doubles his salary.
Right, hands down.
And she's still bitching about paying a bill that she promised to pay. And she makes more money than him. So the fuckery that happens here, and this is why I want to like get you fellas right. If you want to, I'm not using that term simp. If you like paying, pay, homie. That's you. It's your pockets.
Right.
It don't affect me. But if you are really looking for someone to be on that 50-50, I paid this time, you paid that time, hold your woman accountable.
Yeah, yeah.
They went to a restaurant. She offered to split the bill, which is, hey, a lot of dudes be like, wow. Because you don't hear that, fellas. I'm sorry. You really don't hear that. You want to say something, Jeff? Go ahead.
Now, maybe that was a see. Now, here's the BS in the reality of the world. Let's go back to the opening statement that you said. Girls, I'm generalizing. People want their cake and eat it too. You know, they want equality, but until it comes to the romanticism, I want to be pampered. I want to be taken care
Shout
of.
out like Butterfly. I'm pro woman until I got shovel snow.
Right. Right. Like Snow was just new.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I never seen
Snow
this.
is where the line is drawn
Yeah.
for me being
You expect me to
an
pick up a
independent
shovel?
woman.
What I look like? What I look like? A person?
Like
Yeah.
somebody said on Facebook, if she could push a stroller, she could push a lawnmower.
For real. For real. If she got money, they push themselves now. I just want y'all to know. You can just hit the button on it. There you go. There you go.
Again,
That was her way of testing the dude. She probably wouldn't have gave him a second date in reality if they did go Dutch. He even made the comment, which she liked because he thought it was because, oh, he wants to see me again. She liked because, no, you fit the stereotypical roles that I want. A man does this, a woman does this. Even though I'm making 4 times your salary, a man does this, a woman does this. You understand what I'm saying? They still want those tropes. They still want those old school value ways. It's the weirdest thing in the world. I can't wrap my head around it with people, period. I don't care, guys or girls, because at some point, either you mature and you realize, like, what the F have I been hating? You know what I mean? This whole time for and wasting time waiting for a dude to pay when I probably did lose decent people. And you know what I mean? If for $20 burger or whatever it was. That was the test. And then when it came to the thing, it was like, well, she didn't agree. It was just not a gentleman's agreement, but it was a verbal agreement.
In most states, verbal agreements are contracts. Yo.
You're not going to court for lobster.
First,
You're not going to
most
court.
states, a verbal agreement is an actual binding contract.
Right, but we're not going to court for the lobster that she charged them on the bill.
That's why I say, like, the fact that to me it was a setup because
right,
obviously they went to a decent restaurant. All right, it was decent. You can tell it was decent.
If the second date restaurant
like
was better than the first date restaurant,
way better.
But that's where another setup comes up because she's not going to put herself in a situation where I got to pay more. Think about it. We can't start at cheesecake, and then we do you got the next one, right? All right, well, let's go to Ruth Chris. Nigga, you say there like, yo, let me get the 124-ounce steak. When you want some, the mac and cheese.
It's porterhouse ribeye. That's it.
Right.
That's it.
But you see what I'm saying? There's a huge jump from a cheesecake bill to a Ruth Chris bill. You know what I'm saying? So and once you like, know that, and you got it.
She picked a restaurant though, and see that's what I was saying. The whole setup kicker is
right. She thinking he gonna come out
say, nah, I got this. But that's what I'm saying. Like.
Yep.
You got to hit with the okie doke. And this is why I'm trying to explain to men. If a woman says she's going to pay to hold accountable to it, if you are the person who wants to pay all the time, that's on you. There's nothing wrong with that, fellas.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that. I don't do that whole simp, whatever shit. It's your pockets. It's your money. Spend it however the hell you want to spend it. But if you're a guy who's legitimately looking for someone to do the 50-50, I paid this week, it's on you next week. I got this dinner, you get the tip. You got the dinner next time, I got the tip.
Right.
If you want that back and forth stuff, hold them accountable.
Yeah.
Hold them accountable. And that's why my discussion on that show was about going Dutch until you two realize that this is a woman or a person that I want to pursue on a serious note. Not someone just to go out and have fun with or maybe some physicality.
You'll never get that with a person. I'm not just gonna say born in America, with the Western civilization
mentality.
Yeah, mentality, or grew up in type of Western, and that's just not America. That's America. That's Canada. That's Mexico, the newer Mexico, where people, everywhere in Mexico ain't that bad. That's Europe. That's that. You get what I'm saying? They expect the guys to do that. That's been there. You're gonna have to go get a foreign person, and for somebody who's not used to those tropes. Korea, you go to Asian thing. You get what I'm saying? Because with me paying, especially on 2 dates, starts to become the ideology of you owe me. I mean, you understand? That woman owes him. You got
that was that
you
whole
going back to the crib.
That whole comedian shit, like you ordering off the fuck you side of the menu.
Yeah,
what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You not ordering surf and turf, and I'm going home,
right? And
I'm using Jergens and motherfucking paper towel,
right? And I'm not saying this is how it should be or this is correct, but that's where a lot of Western ideals of like, yo, you paid. Did she kiss you? Did y'all go?
Did you get something out of it?
What happened? You know what I mean? At some point, especially at 2, it's going good, or wherever it is, 2, 3 dates, whatever it is. So going along that line, you won't see that with cultures that don't have similar tropes.
Well, we got to talk about that next week. I want to really talk about how men allow women to give sexual favors. I mean, give like for Valentine's Day, instead of buying your man something, you're giving the same pussy you've been fucking.
Yeah, it's
like,
not.
You know what I mean? Men really allow that. We'll talk about that next week.
But
no, I agree with you. And then like this situation, you had a guy that did the right thing. He paid for the first bill.
Yeah.
She came out of her own mouth and he said, hey, listen, I got this one. You want to split? Nah, I got this one. And obviously it was a decent restaurant. You get the next one. She's the one who picked. Now, mind you, she picked the restaurant. So in his mind, he's like, wow, she must have really liked the date too, because her next pick is a very expensive one. But when the bill come, y'all doing the staring contest. like it's gonna magically disappear or something like that.
But it was the setup from the beginning. You get what I'm saying? She was setting him up to see, was he
Oh,
trained?
now I could go. She didn't even do it the third or fourth date.
No.
Cause that would have been the right thing to do. Okay, you
No.
wanna go to you took me to Applebee's. I'll take you to fucking Fridays.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Nah.
Something around a similar
Right.
similarity or whatever.
Yeah,
or
nah,
like,
nigga. She jumped straight
right?
heavy.
She just took the leap,
Yep.
and that would have, and that's what I'm saying. Like the mentality, even though she's making that much more money than him.
Well, that goes with what the girls had said yesterday. Remember, they were like, "Oh, something to the point of, is he broke or is he this?" You see what I'm saying? And it's like it's these small, minute ways to find out about somebody, and you know what I'm saying, without even asking.
But see, that's the thing.
And
It's
I'm
an
like,
accent.
no,
Get it out the way. She wouldn't have did that to where I guess obviously she had the money to do it, but I guess she probably talked about that man for the rest of his life. But it was the fact of you again, like I said, if she was really about it the right way, okay, again, you took me to Applebee's, I'm gonna take you to Fridays. The
So
next date is on you, then I'll jump.
So does this excuse him if you not excuse him? So what if you know what I'm saying? You look at the possibility of the people you could be missing out on. Truly genuine people that you may have something in common with. Not saying you're gonna fall in love with all of them or be in love with them, you know what I mean? But like Jeff was cool. Great. But the fact that he didn't want to pay for my cheesecake meal, he was like, nah, here's my 20. I only order fries and a burger. That'll cover for the tip. You square up. Or something like that. I don't know.
Let me read the rest of this because it's
Oh, it's more? Oh, my bad.
Well, no, he just went on to say that as far as the article, it's saying women are even caught saying, I don't care about equality of pay. When a study revealed that male CEOs make less money than female CEOs. And in the public in general trends of care less when men are disadvantaged, whether it be in education, prison system, or dating.
Yeah.
But yeah, women still want to be treated like they're helpless, and also still get treated equally.
They debunked that women make 30 whatever percentage less.
Yeah.
They debunked that a while ago, and over the year, well, we had COVID, but over the time, people hopefully stopped in the phrase using that. There may be a few women not getting that. I'm not saying that those cases don't exist, but the majority, nah, they getting their money. You know what I'm saying? They getting their money and they getting it well. It's been well documented that all women out of every race are more educated than the men. You know what I'm saying? Way more educated than the men. And when it comes to those deals, all that stuff has been confirmed. That okay, you guys are ahead theoretically, but you still want me to go and spend and do this. Mind you, if it was me, I have to flip, take care of you and yours off of my $10 salary, and then talking about how come I can't get ahead,
right,
or whatever it is.
I'm broke. I can't do this. I can't do that. Like, I ain't gonna put it right. So there was a situation where guy was working three jobs, had a house, had prior kids, but took care of his household, took care of the kid he had with the woman in the household he was with.
Yeah.
And her friend, who went through hell and hot water, finally found the man who had a lot of money. She came from an abusive relationship. She finally found a man that treated her like the queen.
Yeah.
And she's more worried about that dude's status and what her friend is getting, and not realizing that this man is killing himself. You got a beautiful house, but because you can't go on the trips that man is financially set. You worried about the Joneses in whatever situation may be.
This goes back to the other conversations you would say, okay, to a 2-income household, or
Dangerous.
who's gonna can we build together, as I would say, or it's you taking care of me or I'm taking care of you. Those type of situations never work because things never get off the ground. Everything just starts and then it fizzles out. And some people only like that. Why have a big wedding? You want a big wedding to show off. Why you want a flashy house somewhere so I could just show off? But mind you, won't invest
At
or
all.
building this or be like, yo, we could retire early. You name it. You know what I mean? Or name it. It's a lot of people. The world, people, America likes their people like that. And for lack of a better term, to be dumb. Ignorant. Lack of knowledge. That's what ignorant. Lack of knowledge towards that. Truth got a truck, so I got to get me a truck. You know what I mean?
Don't even need it. Can't afford it.
Can't.
Living beyond their means.
Yeah.
So
It's sad.
If hold them accountable, fellas. But if you're the type of guy that wants to do that, knock yourself out. That's your decision. But you gotta also remember that women are over damn near 70% the ones that are asking for divorces, getting alimony, child support. Remember, you've started that lifestyle already. You have to keep it up. But if you want that 50-50 mentality, that like I always say all the time, like Jeff said, if you bring money in the house and I bring money in the house, we're unstoppable.
Yeah.
You make what you make, I make what I make. What can't we do?
Be able to put a plan together for both of you guys to succeed. That's what a lot of people can't do. And then they go looking for people that can at a certain point in time.
And don't be mad at nobody else because you made that decision. Either way.
Yeah.
Hold them accountable, yo. I don't play around with that. That's why I always say, man, until you realize this is someone you want to pursue, go Dutch. If she did disagree, then obviously that's not for you.
Yeah.
She's definitely looking for that particular type of person.
It's sad, but a lot of us may have to, and it's not that you're misogynistic or you're a masculine, over emasculated man or whatever other term people want to use.
Hurt you. That's what
yeah.
smart as shit.
You don't want a sister? No. Well, I'll go get a pure African sister from one of the other, not South Africa because that's Americanized. Go give me the West Kenya. Or whatever it is.
Ethiopia.
Yeah.
Straight off the boat.
I'm just saying, because they'll be okay with terms like that. They'll come prepared. You know what I'm saying?
They bring something to my thing is the way I like it, you got to bring something to the table. Again, like I said, you make money, I make money. There's nothing we can't do. We're bringing 6 figures plus in the household. We got a good house. We got cars outside. We're vacationing. We're doing all the fucking great, wonderful things. Instead of one person just stressing and, damn, I got to rob Peter to pay Paul. I got to take out a second and third fucking mortgage and this and that. And next thing you know, she divorced you and you stuck with it.
Bro, that's most of America. I don't care. We're not even talking race. That's
Facts.
most of America. That's the crazy part.
Facts.
That's it, man.
Facts. I tell you, like 2 people told me like a couple of months ago, get something fresh off the boat that don't speak English. And that's sad. And this came from women. It's like,
They'll tell you.
They'll
tell you.
A woman was like, the women these days, you need something with that old style mentality.
Yep.
Fresh off the boat.
Yep.
That's fucked.
Yep.
up.
Yep. They'll tell you. And sometimes you can pick a wrong one. Don't get it twisted.
Oh, real,
Not everyone off the boat is a fresh mango. No. But you
that structured mentality.
Yeah.
Even like someone, because like one of the ladies who told me, she's a beautiful woman. Her and her man, about to have their first kid, but she has that old mentality brought in her, and that was because she was so tight with her father. Her father pretty much raised her.
Yeah.
So she had that not cater to her man because she make money, her man make money, but she has that proper mentality is like, I don't want no one to support me. Like I can make my own money.
Yo, it's tough. It's extremely
What you mean most
tough.
America what, Butterfly? You gotta be more a little more specific than that.
Most of America. Yeah, most of America, have you heard? Yes, they are structured in bad relationships where the men feel like they're drowning, paying all the money. I don't care. Black, white, Asian, you name it. You name it. Most of America. That's why that divorce rate. Why am I staying with you? I've been broke. To these kids is now 21. finishing school or for school loans that I done paid the interest on. I'm out of here. I'm going wherever it is. You go be with whatever you want to be. The house is sold. Hope you can do good with your half. Maybe. It starts to get to people. Like, what can you bring to the table? Can we share stuff? Can we do things? You know, and this goes to the baggage. Who's coming with more baggage? Men with kids. Now, here we go. Western civilized world, right? They don't never really bring the kids because they're over there with the baby, with the mama. It's a lot reversed when the woman does it, right? Oh, I got to take care of your kids, the kids you want us to have, and my kids, if I already have some.
I already told you, if I can't claim them, I ain't supporting them. Sorry.
Right.
If I can't claim them on my taxes,
right,
I'm not supporting them.
It's a drowning situation, but that's why you see a lot of people who happen to look for outside. You know, if
targeted,
you start to get common ground sometimes.
I saw some on YouTube. It was funny as hell, man. He's like, get you a girl from Yugoslavia or some shit like that.
Yeah.
It's like, no, they not playing, boy. It's like, get you something foreign.
If you could get one foreign and that respects you as you know what I'm saying, and y'all can build them, it's over. It's over. You might move. You might be like, you know what? Let me give up this passport. Go, I'm gonna learn this Sloveganese or whatever it is. Man. You might.
I'm just like, you know, again, know what you like.
Yeah.
And my thing is, whatever path you choose, if you chose the other one, but you wanted the other one, that's on you, man. Unfortunately, you got to stand up to what your decisions are, whether they turn out for you good or bad. They were your decisions. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody put a gun to your head.
Damn shame.
Last words before we get out of here, homie?
Yeah, man. Find the right one. Good luck. Good luck.
All right, y'all. We're going to see y'all next week. Peace.